What's up, guys? Hybrid Mongoose here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. And today, you've probably already heard that, there's this rumor going around that Gen 3 is gonna come during Halloween, and I have to say, I really hope so. I feel like it's about time that they do release Gen 3, and they should do it. If they don't, it's a huge mistake. I'm going to link the article down below in the description. You guys can check it out yourself. I got a special guest, FLW Videos, aka Famous, is going to be joining me to discuss this Gen 3 hype and whether it, what he thinks on it as well. But let's get into the article and let's read what it says. Now, this update isn't from Pokemon Go official's page or anything like that. This is actually from the Pokemon Go company website and their announcement for it. So let's get into it and read this right now. There's a section of the article that actually reads, "Ghostly goodies in Pokemon Go. The Halloween season is a special time in Pokemon Go. Plenty of good stuff is coming to the game later this October, and we can't wait to get out and about to see what sort of excitement we can scare up while catching new Pokemon to fill out our Pokedex. Stay tuned for more details about Pokemon Go's Halloween event coming soon." Now, the key word is new. The new Pokemon to fill our Pokedex. So, alright guys, before I get too far into the article, let's introduce to the channel FLW Videos, aka Famous. Welcome to the channel, man.
What is up, everybody? This is Famous. I want to say thank you so much to Hybrid Mongoose for having me on the best channel in the Pokemon Go YouTube community.
Best channel, okay.
The best.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. So, what are your thoughts on Gen 3? Do you think it's actually going to drop, or do you think it's not going to drop during Halloween, or what are your thoughts on it?
So for myself, I tend to fall a lot of times on like the skeptical side. I think that Pokemon Go Niantic has kind of missed the mark on a couple of things. I think that right now there is a need to change something, and I think a lot of people are trying to fill that void with the Gen 3. But personally, I think that what should have happened was a rotation of the raid bosses and then allowing Gen 3 to be pushed out until about Christmas or so. And I'm sure that you can probably talk about this as well. A lot of people went and checked out the Pokemon website to see that it mentioned new Pokemon in the Pokédex. But I will remind you of this. We also saw that during the Equinox event when it said new Pokemon in the Pokédex. So for myself, it's not a new message. It actually just occurred a couple of weeks ago. So for myself, I don't think it's going to happen, but of course I would love for it to happen.
Yeah, I think they have to. I mean, part of me believes that it'd be very stupid for them not to do it. Mainly because there was a moment between Gen 1 and Gen 2 actually where I remember it was like during Christmas time around there, it was like really cold out. I stopped playing, besides I had my Pokedex done, I stopped playing, and, I took like a 2-week break from the game, which is something I've never done before. And, for me, that was a big deal. The problem is the game lost a ton of momentum, and so far since Gen 2 they've been pretty good keeping the momentum going with the game. And right now I feel like it would be a huge mistake if they don't release Gen 3, and I feel if they're gonna do it, they're gonna release the entire thing, and then probably do it somewhat like the Halloween event, the first Halloween event, where you're going to see a lot more Gengars and a lot more Gastlys and Cubones and stuff. They're going to do the exact same thing with Gen 3. Gen 3 will fully drop, but you'll see more of the Gen 3 ghost types in the game for that event when they initially come out. So I tend to believe, I'm hopeful, I think they will release it. If they don't, as a game, they're going to lose lots of momentum that they have going for it right now. And sadly, I've already seen kind of a decrease in rating and things like that. So I feel like they'd be so stupid not to do it, right now. They'd be so dumb.
You definitely bring up a good point. As far as the momentum goes, that's kind of what I was trying to get at. I feel like they've made a mistake. They have allowed themselves to lose momentum. I think that there's only a couple of Pokemon that can still maintain the momentum, because we do have some Gen 1s and Gen 2s that have not been released. Personally, for myself, I would say that, Mewtwo being released to everybody could be a big hype thing. Also, Ho-Oh. and then you've got Mew, and then you've got Delibird, and then you've got Smeargle. Like, there's a lot still missing that I think a lot of people, basically, we need a little bit of hype to make it until a Gen 3 drop. And I personally think it would happen in December, but like you said, something needs to happen. And yeah, of course, that would be great if it was Gen 3. And either way, I'm looking forward to it. Halloween is by far my favorite holiday of all of them. And this is going to be my first time I've ever joined in on the Halloween event since I didn't play the last time around. So I'm very excited about it.
Oh geez, like the last Halloween event was like double candy on egg hatches and double candy in general. So we were going nuts hatching 10K eggs. I mean, I think I watched, like, literally, not a joke, walked like 26 miles in a day that day. Like, that's how crazy my friends were when we were playing that, and we went absolutely crazy. There is one thing I do have to mention, though, about the article itself, because in a couple of the other events, when they mention new Pokemon, they always say new Pokemon, you know, Pokedex entries. It's just the way that they word this that makes it seem like it could be actually new Pokemon. But, you know, it's the way that they word it.
Yeah, I don't think they've actually put Pokedex entries like you said. I think they just said new Pokemon.
Yeah, so they say, you know, they say, and we can't wait to get out and about and see what sort of excitement we can scare up while catching new Pokemon to fill out our Pokedex. That sounds...
It's definitely different verbiage, like you said. I mean, it's not exactly the same.
Right, and it just makes it sound like that. Yes, they've said that during other events, like new Pokemon will be worth 3 times experience and blah, blah, blah. But just the way that they word it, it just makes it seem like something is going on, you know? Like, it seems... And yes, it's all speculation. There's no actual proof that this is going to happen. But... you know, I feel like it's just a huge failure on their part if they do not release Gen 3.
I guess we'll have to see, but I do want to go ahead and say thank you for having me on the channel. I always enjoy these talks with you, and also doing this in the future.
Yes, thank you very much. Everybody, check out FLW videos. Link will be in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to him. Make sure you like his videos and check him out. Alright guys, that is going to do it for the video. If you like this type of video and you want to see more videos with me and FLW videos, or maybe even we've been thinking about maybe doing a podcast together on a separated channel together as a team. If you like this sort of thing and you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you think Gen 3 is going to drop, you know, during Halloween. Yeah, so if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.